Melody. Thanks so much for joining me. Now, we've been working together for a few months now, and I just want to hear a little bit more about your experience. So, just tell me a little bit more about why you initially came to me and why you signed up.
Yeah, I came to you after working with a naturopath before, so I was sort of familiar with more of the untraditional process of, I guess, looking at health. But I was not making any progress. I was probably in a worse place than when I had started. Um, so I think for me, a couple of my biggest struggles, sleep was definitely high up there. I was having very um, chronic insomnia where I would have days on end where I couldn't fall asleep and was maybe only sleeping for a couple of hours a day. Extremely anxious, having heart palpitations, racing heart, sensations all throughout the day. Um, and I have had a long-standing struggle with trying to lose weight. So my weight would either stay the same or keep inching up, even though I was working out well, I was eating well, I was actually lowering calories, and things weren't moving anywhere. So I knew something was off, and needed a different approach.
Yeah, for sure. So, over the last few months, what are the biggest results that you've seen so far?
Yeah, my sleep is night and day. So before I would need several different over-the-counter or prescription drugs to even just fall asleep at night. Now I can fall asleep almost completely on my own, or I just have some natural um, uh, help from CBD or magnesium. Um, I would say that is the biggest difference. I have an Aura ring here, so I track my sleep numbers, and my sleep has consistently gone from having scores of mid 60s to now mid 80s. So I think that's just evidence right there of how much has improved sleep wise, which is amazing because that just helps everything else. Um, and then on the weight front, I have been able to lose 6 pounds and continuing to trend downwards. And I was even able to lose a little bit of weight while eating more. So I was able to up my calories while continuing to have the weight, and more importantly, my body fat percentage. So I think my body fat percentage went down like 6 or 7%, which to me is that's really what I want is to be able to put on muscle and be healthy. And I think that's a huge um, testament to the work we've done together, especially around, gut health and nutrient absorption. Because a lot of my blood work before was showing that I wasn't absorbing anything that I was eating properly. So, um, yeah, those are two that stand out to me.
Yeah, so big. I mean, just being able to sleep again. And then, the body fat percentage, it is mind blowing to me, just the progress that you've made so far and just, the recomposition of your body. That's a lot for a normal, healthy person, let alone someone, while we're going through a protocol to be able to lose that much and change your body composition that much. So it's definitely
Yeah.
been amazing.
Hmm. Definitely.
Now, what has made this program a little bit different from some of the other things you've tried or some of the other things you've seen out there?
Yeah, I guess I feel like when I've worked with other naturopaths that or other practitioners, they weren't really listening to my concerns or reading between the lines. They were just taking things at face value. And you never do that. You always try to probe deeper or you ask what else is going on. You see the more nuanced connections between things. And so I really appreciated that and that it is so customized to me and what I need. Um, and it's been really helpful because I have had instances where I've struggled with injuries or what have you, and you're able to address that not only from the sort of supplement side of the equation, but also giving me exercises to do and lifestyle changes to make. I've started meditating since we worked together, and I used to consider myself like I could not meditate, I could not sit still or be with myself. And now I crave that meditation. And just having more of that holistic, well-rounded approach, I think makes a big difference.
Yeah, so important, so good.
Yeah,
Now, last question. Now, what would you say to someone who's kind of on the fence about signing up?
do it. Do it. Take the chance on yourself. I am someone who definitely grew up with a mentality of just suffer through it. You'll get over it. And it doesn't have to be this way. So give yourself the gift of doing this because it just makes everything in your life so much better. The energy I have now to be able to contribute more to my work or my life is 10 times better than it was before, and that all has a positive flywheel effect. Um, so do it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Melanie. Thanks so much for sharing a little bit more about your story. And I'm so excited. We've got a little bit more work to do. So I'm so excited to see how much better we can get you feeling.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.